money is the number one cause of divorce and things like that. And she mentioned something that was true. And I said to my wife, I said, she's right. She's right. I said, everybody needs to heal, and hurt people, and trauma. And the worst thing to do when if you have healed is to be around somebody who hasn't, right? Because then they're only going to hurt you, and then you're going to have something else to heal from, right? It's almost like being muddy. Like everybody's born. A lot of us are born in the mud, and then you go take a shower and you get nice and clean and you're wearing a nice suit, and then somebody comes along and they just splash mud all over you. So now you're muddy again. And I agree with her statement. But one of the things that I thought about was, I said, I think that that healing it's true for everybody, right? I think that I think what I said to my wife is, I said, well, why don't we just say everybody needs to heal? Like, what, and maybe the assumption was for her that she's already healed, and I get that part, but it didn't sound like she was really talking about what she could personally do in terms of healing herself or choosing healed people to be around. And I told my wife, I said, a more comprehensive way to look at this, in my opinion, would be to say, okay, first thing I'm gonna do, if I want the world to heal, I'm gonna heal. You don't want to fall in that trap. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this saying where they say that everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change themselves. Give me a yes. How many of you have heard that statement before? If you haven't, let me know. I'd be curious to know how many of you have heard that. And I thought that was really profound. That everybody wants to change the world, but don't nobody want to change themselves.